Category 4 hurricane hits New Orleans August 29, 2005 in the early a.m. The federally built levees broke a few hours later. It was and is the largest U.S. displacement since the Civil War. Because Katrina did not cause the problems. We survived Katrina. We did not survive the broken levees. And that's the problem.
I left out of here, the water was over my head. It's in bankruptcy, and the house is actually being sold. Changes all the dynamics of being in bankruptcy to now I own the house outright.
The further away we get from the actual downtown areas, the least amount of change has happened.
They made the announcements on the TV and radios and stuff for us to evacuate out, but they didn't give us coffee. I'm on a fixed income. I need a check for some money. Katrina came in before my check did. So for them to tell me to get on a bus or catch a train without any train fare or plane fare or either a bus fare, you know, that's ludicrous for somebody to just tell you that you can leave.
People who couldn't leave town. They couldn't leave, they couldn't find a friend. Coordinated about it. There was nothing like you took the name and where you were from and what was your address, what was your phone number. None of the phones worked. Nobody could communicate with anybody. And there are people we were in 45 of the 50 states.
Y'all give up y'all time to come down here to check on us and help us to do anything, you know, that we need to have done. It's greatly appreciated by us. For the people, you know, the gratitude of the people, and I guarantee you any house or any person that you meet, you understand, I'm going to tell you this, the volunteers that helped rebuild this city. It wasn't the dollars, it was the foot soldiers that was on the ground that helped rebuild this great city for what it is. You know.
Lake Pontchartrain and other waters pouring into New Orleans and flooding 80% of the city. In some areas 16 feet in 23 minutes, and didn't leave some areas until 4 to 6 weeks later. Some reflooded with the next storm, Rita. Boats, swimmers, helicopters, plastic boxes, inflatables, toys, mattresses, and heroes helped to get them to higher ground in 98% heat on cement overpasses where they stayed for days. The buses that were to evacuate them sat flooded.
Because she was living at her mother, she had went to her mother for shelter, and I was still trying to hold the house down. So she was in India. When she got out, she was in Alabama, and I was in Houston, and then we all met up in Indiana.
New Orleans has 300 miles of levees, 187 miles of canals. There are 22 pumps that were built to remove the waters from the canals and pump it into Lake Pontchartrain. They can take 1 inch of water the first hour and then 3 inches in 5 hours. But we had 16 feet, so the pumps could not keep up.
Nothing's changed.
Yeah.